Bulls are amazing animals that play a big part in our lives. Farmers rely on them for their hard work, and they are central to exciting traditions like Spain's famous bullfighting. Bulls also help many businesses run smoothly. Often seen as strong and wild, people usually don't think much about their feelings. But not all bulls live easy lives. Take the story of one bull who endured harsh conditions and lost hope for a better life. Then, an unexpected stranger came along and changed everything. This stranger's kindness gave the bull a chance to live a life filled with care and happiness. Meet Rio, a bull who began his life under very tough conditions. For the first year and a half, he lived in terrible circumstances. His small pen was barely big enough for him, and he was kept chained in a cramped space next to a brick wall. His owner was cruel and used Rio for breeding because he was a rare breed with a lot of potential. Sadly, the owner only cared about making money and never gave Rio proper care. Sometimes, Rio went without food, and his life became a constant struggle. He had no comfort or excitement, and his behavior showed just how unhappy he was. But Rio's life was about to change in a big way. In the summer of 2014, something unexpected happened. Gabriel, an animal rescuer who worked at Gut Eiderbichel in Austria, a sanctuary for rescued cattle, was exploring Austrian villages during his free time. One day, he came across a village where Rio was being kept. Gabriel noticed a man buying food for a bull and thought it was unusual. Curious, he asked the man if he had a farm. To Gabriel's surprise, the man was Rio's owner, buying food just for him. The owner, who was greedy and only interested in making money, thought Gabriel might be a potential buyer for breeding. He was excited about the chance to make more profit. The owner invited Gabriel to visit his farm. Gabriel agreed, thinking he might see many animals. However, when he arrived, he was shocked to find the farm almost empty, except for one small pen where Rio was kept. The conditions were terrible. Rio was living in a cramped, uncomfortable space, chained and neglected. Gabriel couldn't believe what he saw and asked the owner why he only had one bull and why it was in such bad shape. The owner quickly realized Gabriel was not interested in buying for breeding and became wary. Sensing that the situation and the owner might be dangerous, Gabriel decided to leave and promised to get in touch later. Once back at the sanctuary, Gabriel shared Rio's story with the team. They were deeply moved by his suffering. Driven by their compassion, Gabriel and the sanctuary decided to rescue Rio. They were determined to give him a new, better life, one free from pain and filled with care and comfort. Gabriel's discovery was the beginning of a new chapter for Rio, one where he would finally receive the love and care he deserved. Gabriel knew something was seriously wrong on the farm. With the help of the Animal Foundation and local police, he and the sanctuary team quickly moved in to rescue Rio. When they arrived, the police arrested Rio's owner immediately for animal cruelty. Everyone was shocked by the condition Rio was in. The pen where he was kept was so tiny that he couldn't even fit comfortably. The poor bull had been living in a cramped, uncomfortable space, chained and neglected. But Gabriel was determined to change Rio's life for the better. He arrived with a specially prepared trailer, ready to give Rio a new beginning. At first, Rio was cautious as Gabriel approached, but he soon sensed that something good was happening. The big bull responded with gentle nuzzles and affectionate licks, as if he understood that Gabriel was there to save him. Gabriel carefully led Rio into the trailer, and they started their journey to Gut Eiderbichel. Gabriel was puzzled when he saw Rio's old owner's luxurious house and car. It didn't make sense how someone with just one bull could afford such a lavish lifestyle. Gabriel felt uneasy and suspected that something bigger was wrong. When they arrived at the sanctuary, Gabriel opened the trailer and Rio stepped out into a large, straw-covered enclosure. The new space was huge and inviting, a far cry from the tiny, cramped pen he had been used to. Rio quickly began to celebrate his newfound freedom. He danced around with excitement and buried his head in the fresh straw, enjoying every bit of his new, comfortable home. However, now that Rio was happy in the sanctuary, Gabriel wanted to get his checkup done as quickly as possible. With the help of the sanctuary staff, he arranged for a vet to come and examine Rio. The sanctuary team eagerly awaited the results, but as they started the checkup, they quickly realized that Rio's condition was more complicated than they had anticipated. No one initially knew what breed Rio was, But when the vet began the examination, everyone's attention was captured by the vet's changing expression. It became clear that Rio was no ordinary bull. As the checkup continued, the vet revealed something that stunned everyone at the sanctuary. Rio was not just any bull, he was a banteng, one of the rarest bull breeds in the world. This revelation was shocking because Rio's previous owner had kept his breed a secret, exploiting him for profit. Gabriel felt a deep sadness knowing that such a rare and special breed had been treated so poorly. This discovery was a turning point for Gabriel, fueling his determination to give Rio the life he truly deserved. Meanwhile, the police were uncovering more about Rio's previous owner. They discovered that he was part of a larger network involved in illegally importing and breeding rare bull breeds. This network had been exploiting these bulls for profit, a practice that was both cruel and illegal. The sanctuary staff were outraged by this revelation. They were determined to see those responsible for this cruelty brought to justice. Over the next few days, the police conducted raids on several farms across the village. They found a total of 12 banteng bulls, all living in conditions similar to those Rio had endured. The authorities arrested the individuals involved in this illegal operation, bringing them to justice for their actions. The sanctuary staff were relieved and hopeful, but they faced a new challenge: how to provide a suitable environment for the 12 banteng bulls, given their limited funds. The sanctuary was struggling to secure the necessary resources and facilities for these rare bulls. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, one of the staff members decided to share their story on social media. They explained the plight of the bulls and the financial difficulties the sanctuary was facing. To everyone's amazement, people from all around the world responded with incredible generosity. Donations started pouring in and the support was overwhelming. Thanks to the kindness of people everywhere, the sanctuary was able to raise enough funds to provide the best possible care for the 12 banteng bulls. The funds allowed them to create a spacious, comfortable environment where the bulls could thrive. The sanctuary staff were filled with gratitude and hope, knowing that these magnificent animals would finally receive the care and respect they deserved. Gabriel and his team were thrilled to see Rio and the other banteng bulls enjoying their new, safe, and happy home. That's all for today. If you found Ciara's story moving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more heartwarming animal tales here on the Animal World. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.